everybody. Welcome to another broadcast from the Two Bear Arms channel. Today we're doing On the Trail with CC. I'm CC.
And I'm Deuce.
All right. We thank everybody for tuning in. Hey, we're going to jump right into a lot of topics today. We were looking at our schedule and we were kind of like, woo, we're going to have to talk like auctioneers.
Very full.
To get everything in. You bet. You bet. So to kick things off, let's talk a little bit about EOT. We're getting close.
Yeah. End of trail coming up. We're, I think, less than 15 days from it starting in Phoenix, Arizona. The Arizona Territorial Rough Riders are hosting that event at the Ben Avery Shooting Facility.
Glad you said that instead of me.
Beautiful facility out there in Phoenix.
Wonderful.
And here we are in Indiana. In is it February? It is February.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready for some warm weather. I think that's what we're getting ready for.
Here?
So, I'm going to say Arizona.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We're snowing.
We got to drive.
Right
We got to drive 30+ hours to get it, but we're going to get it.
Oh boy. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
I'm loving it.
It'll be a good time. Yeah. It'll be a good time.
I can't wait. And for those that don't know, the SAS End of Trail, it's a week-long match. It starts with Wild Bunch action shooting, then goes into the Cowboy side of things. We have side matches on Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We shoot 4 stages of main match, Thursday, Friday, Saturday each day. Yep. And then we will alternate our shifts. So we'll have early, middle, late shift.
Right.
So,
right. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. That's
breakfast,
the way I always
lunch,
remember
dinner. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. It's always a challenge out there coming from the Midwest where we're cold right now. And I mean, we can't go outside and live fire practice and whatnot.
Right.
But, so all of our prep has to be dry fire if we have a chance to do that.
You bet.
Me personally, my hair's going to be on fire the next 2 weeks trying to get everything done.
Sure.
Because I'm bringing ammo out there for sale. So trying to get as much done as possible and take care of my own business while I'm at it. So I'm excited. It's going to be great.
I'm super excited because it's my first trip out there. I think we talked about it on one of the other podcasts that, you've been there so many times and seen the facility and know what they expect. I have no idea. Yeah. So, you've told me some things, but there again, what I visualize from what I hear is obviously two different things. So I'm very excited to go out there. I'm excited for them getting to host, their first EOT, even though they've been nationals for so long. That's, they've kind of got the big shoot thing figured out. No problem.
Absolutely.
So it's just a little change of flavor, I guess. Yep. That hopefully will take place, and there again, I won't know the difference because I didn't see the shoots before. But which is
fun for me to be a companion for that as well. So because I'm looking through it with old eyes, and you and I don't get into those situations that often where you're going into something new, and we did that at your first end of trail at Founders Ranch,
at 19,
and you absolutely rocked the experience, and you did all the things I told you to do. You hydrated, you did the lip balm, you slept, So I mean it, and you had an awesome experience.
Yep.
Because of it too. So
and that brings up a good point. Let's kind of talk about match prep.
Okay.
Let's kind of cover a little bit on that. For the big matches or for matches out of town where it is a total climate change or a total environment change. What kind of, because you've traveled a lot of places for a long time, do you just kind of give us an idea about match prep? And I noticed there was something also on the wire somebody had going about match prep here recently, too.
Yeah, there was a discussion just what's your general big match prep.
Right,
and,
right.
I think the most important thing for me is that, if you're a newer shooter, obviously you don't kind of have your system down yet. Sure. But for a seasoned shooter, I think the important thing to remember is that this is something you do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Whether you go to a monthly, whether it's 10 minutes from your house or 2 hours away from your house, this is no different of an approach. And this is something to consider when you're shooting your monthlies. Okay. That's why you need to develop good habits top to bottom. Yeah. Keeping your equipment in check, keeping it in good repair, making quality ammo or buying quality ammo, making sure your gear, because the World Championship, you've got a fair investment of being there.
Sure.
You've got your lodging, you've got your travel, you've got your match fee. I mean, it could be upward. Trust me, it could be upwards of $4,000 to $5,000.
Oh,
on
thanks
some of
to
these
Uncle
trips.
Joe. I can't imagine what the gas is going to cost us going out there pulling a trailer.
So it's you've got a fair investment, and that kind of heightens your senses, and it kind of brings the level of importance up, because
Sure.
you're not just paying your $15 and shooting the monthly, and whatever happens. So you tend to put some pressure on yourself. And I think the important thing is to stick with what you know. Big matches is not the time to make major changes.
Right. Right.
It's like, hey, I'm going to put a super short stroke kit in my rifle that week.
Right.
Bad idea. If you're not, just as an extreme example.
And I personally learned that experience the hard way way back when I first started, 2003. I made a dumb mistake. I made a handgun change 7 days prior to the regional.
Okay.
And went there and had a pistol malfunction, locked the gun up, and then the rest of my and that was on first stage. I learned a very valuable lesson about that. Let that be be a lesson for everybody.
Yeah, and I can't say that I've always done that. I've gotten lucky a few times. So but my personal experience, you just got to kind of stick with what you know. And guys, this is can we segue a bit into as far as taking care of yourself?
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Because
that's part of match prep too.
That's something that I have really started paying attention to in the last 2 years. Yeah. I don't, for most people that know me know that I've dropped 100 pounds.
Sure.
I did it in 6 months, which was kind of extreme, but kind of not.
Right.
And, so I had a lot of competitive success as a heavier, unhealthy person.
Yep.
I was, so it was, I had some unhealthy habits and stuff, eating habits and stuff like that. And guys, that's part of the reason I started taking care of myself. One of the things was I was coming up on 40 years old, and I wanted to do it at 40 rather than 50.
Right.
So, but this is something that people quite often don't think about. And, that's your eating habits, doing something physical every day. Hydration is so important. I drink a gallon of water a day.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of water, and it's hard, and I don't enjoy it at all.
Right.
But it makes a huge difference in my life. And,
sure.
And guys, chugging 2 bottles of water on every stage, that doesn't cut it.
Right.
You need to start your hydration at least 3 days in advance.
Yeah, because if you're just drinking it per stage, you're not actually getting ahead of this. You're not hydrating. You're trying to chase the problem that is being created.
Right.
So, in 19 coming out to EOT and knowing that I was going to elevation in New Mexico, we're going from 800 feet above sea level here in Indiana to 7,000?
7,000.
Yeah, 7,000 feet. So let's say, that's a major change. Yeah. And so a week prior, I started, and a lot of it was on your advice. And then I actually did some research on it, and I started, a Pedialyte regimen, daily, not gallons of it, but, a glass or two of it. And then the water regimen increased, vitamin regimen increased.
Yep.
And I went out there and had absolutely zero ill effects the entire time I was out there.
Yep.
No foggy head, nothing. Yep. And while we watched some of our other friends that came from the Midwest out there, one of them about went down on a stage.
Yeah.
Only because he didn't prep for the event.
Yeah, guys, and this is not funny, but it is kind of was, but kind of isn't. But we had a very good friend of ours. We thought he was having a stroke. Yeah. It was he was pretty ill prepared. I had to tie his bootlaces for him on stage. He was really bad off.
Yeah.
And guys, I'll tell you, one of my secrets is Pedialyte. I drink a bottle a day, whether it's a name brand or store brand, whatever I can get my hands on.
Yep.
But that's been a huge thing for me, coupled with water throughout the day. And I try to not make heavy food choices. Before I shoot. One of the great things about cowboy shooting at those events is the food vendors.
Oh,
But you might want to save the 1 pound burrito till after your shooting shift. I'm just saying.
Sure.
So, because it's, I prefer to stick with, fresh fruit.
Yep.
A healthy snack bar of some sort. It's something with some calories to give you some quick energy and stuff like that. And even just a bag of fruit snacks can help too at times to spike your sugar a little bit. And, so.
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky is a great choice, and all kinds of dried fruit and stuff. I try to stick with that kind of stuff.
Sure.
During the match, because you're going to get a little hungry and you're going to want a snack, and it can make a big difference. So.
Yep. And one thing I found with the Pedialyte, which I don't drink the Pedialyte brand, I drink anybody in the Midwest that has the Meyer brand, a little less sugar, a little less flavor to it, which is good because sometimes the Pedialyte's too sweet. But a quarter jug at a time.
Right.
Don't pound a jug of it and then go. You're going to end up with an upset stomach. So quarter of it in the morning, I just like a juice glass full of it, and then throughout the day just sip on it a little bit, and then by the end of the day, when your body needs some replenishment, finish the jug off. Yep. Is kind of the regimen I took, and that's what I'll be taking, even though Phoenix is not. It's 1,000 feet above sea level. We're at 800 here, so there's really going to be no variant there. But still, I'm going to set that regimen as we go out there, just for the competitive side of it.
Yep.
So,
and gun preparation, guys. And we could talk about this for hours, or I can't talk about it for hours because I'm pretty set in the way I do things. But guys will argue with me about it all day long. But guys that have to fully disassemble their rifle after every main match day, you're adding stress to yourself at that point in time.
Sure.
And you're changing something.
Sure.
And hey guys, if your rifle, for example, your main match rifle, if you can't run 200 rounds through that gun without a complete disassemble, there's something wrong. Right. You need to change what you're doing. I mean, that's all that, change your lubrication, your load, get a new gun, whatever. But, it generally, short of, rain and sleet getting on your guns and stuff like that. The last time I was at when it was winter range, we had sleet, and we did do full gun teardowns because there was water pouring out of our firearms. Right. But guys, don't and then quality ammunition, whether you're buying it from a reputable source or making your own, that's the time to break out your good brass.
Yeah.
Sacrifice a couple hundred pieces of brand new Starline.
Absolutely.
If you hate spending the money on brand new Starline, the trick that I use is I'll use my general fired brass that I use in monthlies. I'll shoot it out of my pistols, and I'll save the just burn up 100 or 150 rounds of brand new Starline
for the rifle.
And if it's a lost brass match, guys, that pales in comparison with the rest of the investment.
Sure.
And it's just kind of smart money.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Yeah, and ammo seems to be, obviously the primer shortage and all that type of thing. A shameless plug here, WTP is going to have ammo for sale out there.
Plenty of ammo out there. Federal primered.
Yep.
Cowboy ammunition.
Yep. So, and it's going to be what you're shooting, what I'm shooting, what several of our people are going to be shooting. Our shooting team people will be shooting it. So, it's I won't even think twice about the ammo. Yeah. So, it'll be there, and of course my ammo just magically appears.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like it's in your gun cart.
It's in my gun cart already boxed and sorted. It's fantastic.
Maybe someday I'll get on that program. Maybe I'll have an ammo elf.
Well, yeah, it is. It's pretty awesome. I gotta say, it was a great deal I struck. So, and this year,
even your rifle was clean last time.
I know.
Weird. Yeah,
I know.
Weird how that happens.
Hey, if you get time before we leave,
I already plan on having a bonding day, morning where you and I sit down and you can watch me clean your guns.
That's awesome. That's awesome. See,
guys, it's not that he can't. He just prefers not to.
I prefer not to. Yes, I prefer not to. Yeah, that's Well, I'll be getting the route figured out with the Garmin and all that stuff for how we're getting out there. So I'll have responsibility.
Yeah. You'll be TikToking while I clean your guns.
Yeah, I'll be okay. Yeah, all right. So now we went personal. Yeah. Okay. So I've become kind of addicted to TikTok. That's terrible. And this summer we're going to run a lot of videos on there, I think. But and I notice a lot of cowboy shooters are starting to move to the TikTok. So, to the TikTok.
I have not.
I know.
I've not given in.
You're holding out, and that's okay.
Yep. I'm still on Snapface.
Yeah, you're still on Snapface and Facebook. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So but I always anticipate you're going to be kind of behind the trend. You're an iPhone user anyway, so that just kind of puts you behind just a signal, So that's a.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm going to get bad email over that. So okay. Anyway, all right. So before we get
there goes our Apple sponsor.
Yeah. Apple's done with us. Damn it. So okay, but on the good side, since we don't have Apple as a sponsor, we do have a new sponsor.
Yes, we do.
We greatly appreciate any new sponsors. There again, anybody wanting to sponsor our show as we're growing here as an audience. We're growing by tens of people every week.
Tens of people.
It's fantastic. Yes. So we always look forward to a new sponsor, and apparently from our joking around and having a good time over the past couple of weeks, we then in turn have gained a sponsor, and that's Jeffrey A. Smith, attorney at law.
Yes.
And I'll let you tell a little bit more about that.
Yeah, guys, Jeffrey A. Smith Law Offices of Oskaloosa, Iowa, general law practice. And for those of you that don't know who I'm talking about, that is John Wesley Harden of the Fort Des Moines Rangers.
Excellent guy.
And excellent, great guy. He's been practicing law for over 30 years. He's had his own practice. Great man.
I was a teenager when he started practicing law.
Boy.
That was pretty cool. And I'm old, so that's pretty cool.
His hair may have been a bit darker when he started his law, when he started his practice. But no, Jeff is a wonderful man. So if you're in the Iowa area, greater Des Moines area, check him out if you're in need of law services. So you've got a lot of experience. He's a very passionate person and very good at what he does. So we're happy to have him aboard.
And takes joking well. You know, we've really been on his case in the past just for fun, and one of our favorite people. So we look forward to shooting with him
an
several
excellent
times.
shooter to boot, guys. You know, he's a Second Amendment guy, and if you like doing business with people that like the things that we love, he's one of them.
Absolutely, and he will be at EOT. Is he going to be answering free law questions out there
Probably
during the match?
not.
During the match,
I think he prefers not to mix
like
business
at the
with
loading
pleasure.
table, he'll be happy to take questions. Maybe,
maybe at the load table. Yeah, that'd be a good spot.
Yeah, it'd be a good time to talk to him.
I can
about,
tell you from personal experience, do not engage him at the load table.
Sorry, I had to go somewhere with it just for a little fun. So anyway, thanks, Jeff. We appreciate you sponsoring the show and having you on board with us.
Absolutely.
Look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. So, all right. So, and then one of our other sponsors, and of course, it's kind of a shameless plug at the same time, is We the People Munitions Company.
Munitions.
And as we mentioned before, we'll have a lot of ammo out there.
Yes.
Just for folks that are kind of new listening, what's the relationship here with, you know, we always mention We the People Munitions Company. For those that don't know, Deuce and I are business partners in that company, and it is located here on the same property as Two Bear Arms. We actually did an expansion a couple years ago, built onto the building, and actually built WTP, a manufacturing facility here. So we are a Class 6 manufacturer of ammunition, and Deuce runs all that operation. All I do is go over there and annoy him throughout the day, and him and his people. And so, you know, I got the good end of that deal too.
Yes.
So,
you get another end of the building to hide on.
There you go. I'm waiting on you to change the code into the lock there at some point, especially when I'm in town for a week at a time or something.
You're pretty good. If my office door is shut, you generally know that I'm on the phone or something.
Yeah, I knock real meekly because you can yell.
Oh, I'm a yeller. That's what I do. But no, We the People Munitions Company. You know, it's been a fun and interesting ride. That's for sure, especially in these times. But we will have plenty of cowboy ammo for sale and 38 special out there at end of trail. And guys, you know, it's just something that I'm passionate about. And you know, I produce and oversee all production of our cowboy line, myself personally. So it's something that I'm very passionate about, and I love delivering high quality ammo for cowboy to people. So it's been great.
Fantastic. All right, so while we're talking about ammo, let's move into one of the new offerings from WTP, and I'll let you explain that because it's a fantastic concept, guys.
Yep, this is our new We the People Munitions Knockdown pack. It is in a vacuum sealed bag. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's in a vacuum sealed bag. It is 10 rounds. And this is my personal knockdown load that I've kind of come to depend on over the years. It's a 122 grain bullet doing 800 feet per second out of the handgun and 1,000 feet per second out of the rifle. And this is a very modern rendition of knockdown ammo for cowboy shooting. You know, guys, if there's a big match and that's being produced, targets are calibrated. We have a 60 power factor in this game, so targets are calibrated appropriately. So when you approach a stage that has a knockdowns, generally people want to grab something a little bit heavier than what they're shooting. I'd say the average person is shooting a handgun load that's 105 grains and 650 feet per second. And there's going to be like guys like, oh, that's not. No, there's a lot of people in this game shooting shooting ammo that's on the lower end of power. So this is an ideal combination that I've come up with. So the nice thing about this load is that when you grab these, while it is probably going to be a little bit heavier, it's not going to be so heavy that it throws you off your game.
Sure.
Okay, which is important to me. It's brand new Starline brass, Federal primers, loaded to a length that I know runs well in all rifles. So,
and it's a great idea having it in the vacuum sealed pack.
You take it, you throw it in the body of your gun cart, and it can float around in there until you need it.
Yeah.
And then it's got a tear seal on it. Right here, you just tear it open and boom, you're ready to go. But very weather tight, clearly labeled, so you'll know what it is. So kind of a cool
last for years. Down in the bottom of your gun cart, a couple of those packs, for pistol, for rifle, have those down in there ready to head to the load table with them. Keeps you from getting them mixed up, keeps them separated from your other ammo. It's fantastic concept to put them into that bag.
These will be available at end of trail.
So
if you're stressing about knockdown ammo,
what are the odds that end of trail is going to have some knockdown targets?
In my personal experience, fairly high.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
So just in time for the need of the people. Look at that. Oh, that's impressive. So great idea, man. I'm glad you come up with that, and love to see it vacuum sealed like that. And I'm hoping there'll be some laying in the bottom of my cart when we head out there.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah, fantastic. So fantastic.
I'm sure your ammo gnome will get that done for you. So,
excellent. So those will be for sale at the table with the other ammo, with the match packs.
With our 125 count match packs.
Okay, great. So feel free to pick those up there at the event.
Yeah.
So, all right, wonderful. Thanks for telling us about that. Look forward to that hitting the. Are we going to eventually put that on the website?
Yes, it will be on the website when I return from End of Trail.
Okay, great. So throughout the year, especially if you burn them up while you're out there at End of Trail, don't fear. You can either buy more if we still have them there, or just get ready and get them off the website when we get back and get back situated. Then they'll be available on the website. You can pick them up there.
Yep.
So wonderful. All right, well, moving to the next subject, got a request from Pony Soldier to discuss a shoot that's coming up, and I promised him that we would, and then we just haven't had one of the cowboy-related episodes here for a little bit, so I'm glad we've been able to put this into the rotation here. We're talking about the Ghosts of the Mohawk shoot and what they have done. That's a club one-day shoot, but what they have done is this is also the third annual Classic Cowboy Throwdown. And this will be April 30th, and this will be taking place in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and at the Tulsa Gun Club. So it's 6 stages, and the way they have this broke down is, of course, you can come there and shoot, you don't have to shoot Classic Cowboy. There's a whole list of categories that's available on their website, and we'll make sure Phil can put that website up on the screen there. I'll give it to him after the show so he can put it here in the video, and you can go to their website and get the information. They are limiting the shoot to 100 contestants, but there are buckles available for this. It's a one-day shoot, so that's pretty fantastic that they're doing a one-day shoot that includes buckles as the prizes. And anyone dressed, whether they're shooting Classic Cowboy or not, but anybody dressed as a Classic Cowboy or cowgirl also get a commemorative coin for just dressing that way. You don't have to shoot that as your category, but just dressing that way just to add some ambiance to the crowd, I guess.
Yeah.
And we got to witness this take place in Iowa, I believe it was.
Iowa State.
It was really neat. Really neat how they had it laid out, and there was quite a few competitors. It was a lot of fun to watch them go at it for their secondary award or their classification for the Classic Cowboy. So in the Classic Cowboy side, they're going to offer 3 categories. They're going to have the traditional, which is the smokeless, and then they're going to do the old school, and there's some information on there about the pistol requirements for that to shoot the old school. And then there'll be the black powder side of things. So there'll be 3 opportunities there for the Classic Cowboys to place for their categories. And there again, you'll be able to get the application. The application's available on the website that we'll post there. And then at the bottom of the application is Pony Soldier's phone number. Feel free to give him a call if you have any questions. They do have to have the applications back by April 2nd, and the match is April 30th. And we'll try to mention it a couple more times before the event takes place.
And for those that don't know what the Classic Cowboy category is, Cowboy, Cowgirl, it's a SAS category that is costuming as well as firearm based. So they have to have 5 items on them, and there's a whole list in the SAS rule book, but it includes suspenders, silk wild rags, and vests, spurs, chaps, knife. You've got to have 5 of those items on you, and then the firearms have to be 40 cal or larger. You've got to shoot a hammered double or an 1887, and your rifle choices are an 1860 Henry, an 1866 Winchester, and 1873 Winchester. So in 40 caliber or larger.
And what shooting style do they use?
They shoot duelist.
Okay.
And, Yep. Either standard duelist or double duelist. There is no differential between the two, but they do shoot one-handed. And duelist is shooting the gun unsupported.
Yep.
So
Wonderful. Yeah. And for anybody new to SAS or cowboy shooting, and you've just came in really not understanding all the categories, find a level of interest in classic cowboy or duelist or gunfighter or whatever, and then reach out to the guys that are doing it, or that have been doing it for a while.
Yep.
I know, Pony Soldier is an example. He'll talk all day long about classic cowboy, which is fantastic. Just like I'll talk all day long about duelist, because that's all I've ever shot. And then there's guys like Lassiter, gunfighter, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of good mentors out there to talk to if you're even thinking about other categories, whether you're switching to them this year or just something you want to dabble with and play with at your local club. But find somebody to talk to them a little bit about it. It's fun jumping around a little bit there, trying some things. I say that, but I've been a duelist since day one and never done anything else. So I did Frontier cartridge duelist for a little while. So
I think I saw you shoot a double for half a stage one time.
Now, come on, fairness. You tried to talk me into doing 6 months with a double, and
you did not go a full 6 months.
No, I did not. No. I did not make it. I had to go back to the 97.
Maybe did one match.
I love the movement of the 97. There again, I'm not a top competitor, so I consider myself maybe above average, but that's based mainly because of experience. I don't have time to practice. I don't have time to dry fire. I show up to a match, I shoot. But I just love the mechanical workings of the 97.
Right.
It's just fun to do during the match.
Yep.
It's a lot of movement. And then I'm left-handed, so kind of gives me a little, gives me a little love there. So, well, I shoot the pistols, double duelist, but
I know.
Yeah. I know. It makes you cringe sometimes.
We all know.
Yeah. It makes you cringe sometimes. But
duelist is coolest.
Duelist is coolest, yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't give you crap like that. I don't go there. I stay my lane, dude. So the last thing I want is like you. And
I've shown you a couple times just how cool duelist is.
Oh, that's my point. That's my point. Hey, let's not forget, I beat you. I beat you once last year. So I flat out beat you once last year. So, and considering we shot several times a month.
I had a stage DQ that match.
The simple fact
that was what it was.
Well, what? Yeah, you're trying to remember when.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
No. We're not going to discuss how I won. We're just going to say that I beat you.
Unfortunate rifle staging incident. I remember it now.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. I'll never forget it.
Thanks, Coal Car Kid.
That was a great match. That was probably one of the best matches I've ever been to.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Coal Car Kid there in Chesterton.
You may have bought me Culvers after that, though.
I did. I bought you Culvers that day because you were just kind of sulking, a little bit there. And that was fantastic. So you still made the top 10. So
I think there was 9 of us there.
Yeah, there were 9 of us.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
You never tell them that. You just tell them, I still made the top 10. Yeah. Let their imagination go with it from there. So that's always fun. So, all right, good deal. Well, let's see. Let's talk a little bit about one of our other sponsors, longtime sponsor now, and he's actually standing in our showroom out there right now. Ooh, he came in the door as I came in.
You may have just outed him.
I did. Yeah. I did. I just outed him. He's here on official business, in case his wife is listening to the broadcast. I'm sure she probably does.
All business.
And he's out there doing some paperwork, probably business related, either for him or us. I'm not sure, but that'd be our good friend Mike Hall over at Hall Insurance. Yeah. And go ahead, tell
W.R. Hall been providing insurance for people since 1920. So if you're in the market for insurance, or if you just want to talk to Mike about maybe some new options, give him a call. He'd love all the pluses to having an independent agent, and you'll find out quickly what he can provide for you. So
absolutely,
W.R. Hall, they've got you covered.
They've got you covered. And the great thing about Mike is, just like the other night, I just had a really quick little general question for him. I thought, well, I'll send him a text, and he'll see it in the morning, and then he'll reply. And I don't know, I don't send texts past 9 or 9:30 because it's just not. Even to friends, I just don't, because I don't know what time everybody goes to bed. But it was like 8 o'clock. I sent him a text and just said, "Hey, no rush on this information. Just question." And 2 minutes, I had a complete reply. And all the explanation of what I was asking. So that's fantastic. That's the type of service that is above and beyond.
Absolutely.
And, try doing that with your State Farm agent or your, sorry, State Farm guys. But I had a State Farm agent for years.
Double check.
Yeah, so. I had State Farm agent for years. Couldn't get a hold of them even during business hours. But no offense to the whole organization, but our sponsor is Hall.
Yep.
So
no offense.
Oh boy, I'm going to get emails over that too. Okay.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly. All right.
Patrick Mahomes might be emailing.
Oh God, I know he's a longtime listener.
Yes.
So yep. Hey, real quick though, completely off script here. Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, we're doing that at your place, aren't we?
We are.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have a couple different kinds of chili and.
I can come over and trash your place and then leave after
for
the party.
sure. It's our. I have 3 children. It's already trashed.
Oh, I can't wait to play with them. Yeah, had fun playing with Elijah last night.
Yep,
that was a lot of fun.
My little monsters will be running around, and
awesome.
The adult beverages will be flowing. And
what's on the menu?
I'm doing a venison chili.
All right,
and then we're also doing a chicken chili.
Nice.
And both of them have beans in it for those that are passionate about their chili. So, yeah.
Indiana, you got to have beans.
Yeah, we have beans in our chili here.
Yeah, that's just where it's
Get over it, California.
Yeah.
And then
you're getting emails
in
now.
Texas. Get over yourself.
Yeah,
we put beans in our chili.
Try the Midwest chili. It's good.
Yeah, it's delicious, and I think we're gonna have some Mexican entrees.
Yes,
some,
we're bringing some
different
dishes.
salsas and some desserts.
Yeah,
and then of course a full complement of adult beverages.
Fantastic. I'll be driving, so
right. Yeah, you'll be driving.
Yeah,
but
water.
Somebody will be having a good time.
Absolutely.
I live there, so I'll be.
Yeah. You'll have a good time.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
I can,
all right, make your prediction now. What's the score and who wins?
I think I'm really hoping for a close game. I'm going to say Los Angeles Rams, Matthew Stafford, by 3.
I'm saying 21-10 Cincinnati.
21-10 Cincinnati.
Yes.
Well, they better find some offense.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. They're gonna come out good. Yep. One of them's gonna be an interception for a run back. I'm just telling you right now. So,
okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well, we'll see.
That's where I'm going with it.
It's not unlike Stafford to throw a few interceptions.
There you go. I'm counting on the boy to come through. Yep.
But after being a hardcore Lions fan and watching him suffer in Detroit for so long, it's fun for me to see him have some success somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, like I told you, these two teams I don't follow, so
right.
I just in a situation to where two teams end up in the Super Bowl that I don't have a passion about, I pick the closest team. So that's why I'm going with Cincinnati, going closest team to my hometown. Yep. And plus Cincinnati has Skyline Chili, which I'm a huge fan of.
You are a huge fan.
Almost obsessed with Skyline Chili, and we only have 1 or 2 locations.
We should open up our own franchise.
I have actually thought about that, but I have an aversion to being in the restaurant business. So I will not
understand that.
Yeah, I will not do that. Anyway, long story. But no, I will not be in the restaurant business anytime in the future. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoys Super Bowl Sunday. Hope it's a great game.
Yeah, I just hope for a good game.
Yep.
So,
Looking.
I know we'll have a good time with fellowship and enjoying the game.
Yep. So we'll talk about it on the next podcast, how it turned out. That'll be fun. Hey, let's talk about a little bit of somber news, I guess. The passing of Coyote Cap.
Yeah. Passed away, I think, last week. I believe Thursday. I'm not sure about that, but it just an absolute icon in the game. Was absolutely solely responsible for the remake of the importation of the Winchester 1897. We wouldn't have those without Cap, and which they're shot every weekend in cowboy shooting.
You bet.
And a very innovative guy. Worked on thousands and thousands of cowboy firearms over the years and did a lot of traveling, and was very gracious at a lot of matches, donated a lot of firearms to a lot of good causes and raffles and stuff that help ranges and other foundations. And, just a very somber moment, one of those SAS legends that, that's going to hit hard. He will be missed, and, condolences to his family and his son, Muggy on Drifter.
Yeah.
And,
Drifter's a good guy.
Yep. It's been, it's been a rough year, and his brother, Larry Allman, who owns Allman's Gun Shop or Gunsmoke, the SAS Midwest Regional, he passed away in September as well. So it's been a rough year for the Allman family. So we just we give them our condolences, and Cap will be missed.
Yep, so. Absolutely. And let's talk a little bit about shooting schedules here, since we're leading into that. Gunsmoke's one of them. Mm-hmm. For you and I, just and there again, folks, having the Paradise Pass Club here for the 16 years that we've had it here. We have shooters that come in that shoot their monthly match, and that's the only match they shoot. They may come to the state, they may not, but they, some of them come in, shoot a monthly match, and that's it. They go and put their guns up and this and that. Then there's the folks that travel around, locally, hit 3, 4, 5 clubs in their area, and try to attend their state match if they can. And then there's I'll say the more hardcore that travel quite a bit.
Yep.
And we're falling into that category, I guess,
Yep.
into traveling quite a bit. So just planning out a circuit for the summer has been a lot of fun to start looking at. So what do we got planned for this summer? And I know most of it we're traveling together. I think all of it we're traveling together as of right now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna start right out with Iowa State.
Memorial Day weekend. Really looking forward to that. Yeah. And and there again, while we're mentioning these folks, understand there's especially holiday weekends. There's other great shoots going on. Ohio State will be going on that same weekend. Our love and loyalty to JB just is sending us to Iowa.
Yep.
And, love Mean Gun Mark and Boaz and all the crew over there in Ohio.
They do a great job putting on a wonderful match.
Absolutely. And we will make it back over there at some point. It's just we owe JB some more favors here. So, and want to go that way. But, Iowa State, really looking forward to that match. For anybody out that direction that looking for a great shoot.
I believe Pennsylvania State is also that weekend.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Yep.
Another great match that's very well established. Been going on for a long time. Black Hills Barb and her crew.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Yeah, and I looked at that a while back. Well, like last year, I looked at it and I thought, man, I've always wanted to go to Pennsylvania, and I've never shot in Pennsylvania. And I was like, same weekend. That's
it's just very, really, really tough.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yep. And we're gonna, we got to roll with our personal connection there. So,
Yep. So anyway, get out to one of those great matches Memorial Day weekend if you're in the Midwest, and I'm sure there's other great matches throughout the United States that same weekend. It's a holiday weekend, of course, but and then
basically a month later we'll be flowing right into Indiana State. Here, which we don't have to travel anywhere.
News for you: it's 10 days after. It's not a month after.
It is 10 days.
It's 10 days. We get back from Iowa. We're going to be head on fire. Yeah, it starts the 10th of June.
Why don't we look at a calendar when we do stuff like this?
We did, and we thought this was a great idea. You were part of that decision.
It's fine.
Actually, you picked that date because I balked it first.
Okay. I love it.
So it's
a good date.
Isn't that funny how that works out?
What an awesome day.
Yeah. Now that I remember, you actually fought for that date.
The 10 days kind of hit me in the face with that. I hadn't done the math on that.
It's totally your fault if we're
I generally don't know what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
So I either know if the kids are home or the kids are not home if they're at school. So that's how I tell my days of the week.
Just to put it in perspective for you, last year we held EOT here. 3 days, 72 hours later, we were reset for the Indiana State. So in 72 hours. So this gives us 180 some hours to be ready for the next event. So we're good. We're good.
Absolutely.
So, not a problem.
Not a problem.
So Indiana State right there, the 10th, 11th, and 12th, which will be, an excellent event. You're match directing the event. And Misty Moonshine is going to be producing the event.
Yes.
So we're announcing
production.
that for the first time. She's in charge of the production. Misty Moonshine will be running that. There again, this is the closest range to the new SAS headquarters.
Yes.
So the offer was put out to Misty to produce the match. So she is going to be in charge of the production side of it. I'll be taking care of the logistics side, all the things that nobody pays any attention to, but have to have, the porta-johns, the vendors, the tents, and, grass mowed, taxes paid is what I tell people.
Yeah.
So I'll be taking care of all that, and you'll be the match director.
Yeah, I'll be taking care of the shooting side of things.
Yep.
And it'll be a great big and close match with a great target variety, good movement.
Yep.
And we're very much looking forward to that.
And the only way that we ever can produce anything here is with the help of the PPR crew. So I don't want to leave them out on this. Our PPR crew is just absolutely exceptional. Over 30 members that are in our committee group, which, I'm sure there's other clubs that have pretty good sized committees, but we are very blessed to have that size of committee group with the skill sets that they have, Yes. So that's the other thing to mention too, is that clubs, if you're a smaller club out there, start reaching out and maybe put your own committee together, and start getting your club members more and more involved. And then, it's taken us 16 years to build up to this size of committee group, but they're fantastic and they're all excited and ready to go. We're already excited. Yesterday we were picking out designs for the t-shirts and for the
that was cool,
for the awards and such. So, here we are in February and we're already getting this all rolling, which is great. And also out of character for us a little bit to be this far ahead. Yeah. So that's fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so after the Indiana State shoot, then July, we have our first shoot in July, or our monthly shoot in July there, which will be 4th of July weekend, but we're adding on that Sunday, we're adding a member shoot, and that'll be an old school shoot.
Yes.
And we like to try to do one of those a year. And when we say old school, it's going to be some old school stuff. You're going to be doing some things on the clock. Targets are going to be a little different. Some of the targets are going to be chance, I guess, at best. Yep. But the Saturday match will be a standard Saturday match. It'll be scored at the end of the day. It's just a standard regular shoot. And then Sunday will be the old school match. Yeah. So you can come in for the weekend shoot all weekend. You're shooting 2 totally separate matches. And they're always a lot of fun. Plus, it's a holiday weekend, so you get to camp out all weekend. We'll have fire, and of course we'll have fireworks. So
looking forward to the season. Camping and hanging out around the campfire. Oh yeah, love
absolutely, that. Absolutely. Then there at the end of July, the 23rd of July, will be here at Paradise Pass. Will be the ladies only shoot, and it's been very, very successful. I think Mo Better's leading the charge on that, and she has quite a group of ladies that are helping her with that, and it's always been a really, really well received event. So ladies, you get the whole day. The range is yours. The men show up, but our job is to cook, to push gun carts, to score, run timers if needed, whatever. Yep. But the event is about the ladies. And they had a lot of really great door prizes and things that they gave away last year. There was a full cookout. Yeah. I don't know what all Mo and them's got planned at this point. I gave, we talked about the date, and she chose that date. And
we don't micromanage that event. So
no, it's totally the ladies. It's all on them, and they do a fantastic job. I know Little Iron Lucille and Rael Gunn and several of the others are helping her out with that.
Jesse Jane,
Jane, absolutely, and Tree Hugger and many of the others are helping out with that. So and Marty Draw and
Marty Draw.
Yep. So, ladies come out for that. Gentlemen come out and help if you can, but we don't need to bring our guns. So that's pretty awesome. What other shoots are we going to then? Then we have nationals in there somewhere.
We have first. We have Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke's first.
Gunsmoke is first in September.
Tell them a little bit about that for the new shooters.
Gunsmoke is held in Morristown, Minnesota. It's always the 3rd Saturday of September. Is when the event is done, and it's a wonderful privately owned range. It's the SAS Midwest Regional, and I'm along with Cowboy Carty. I'm a co-match director there as well. So that is absolutely bar none one of my favorite events. The crew there, the Cedar Valley Vigilantes, starting right at the top with Bronco Kate. Yep. They just got a wonderful crew of great people there, and very accommodating. They love having everybody there. And
you've been going out there for how long?
I think this will be like my 17th Gunsmoke.
Yeah, see, that's fantastic. Yeah. And
that's a can't miss for me.
This is your second year as match director.
Second year as match director.
So that's fantastic.
Yep. Which for a match that I loved as much as I do, it was an awesome opportunity to be a contributing part of that. I mean, it's just that, and they were so gracious last year, and they let us do whatever we wanted. Yeah. We did whatever we wanted anyway when we were there. But
we kind of do that everywhere we go.
We kind of do that everywhere we go. Yeah,
that's
but
fun.
love us or hate us. But it's just one of those. It was one of those awesome opportunities, and I'm so happy to get that chance. And I know our match registration is already kind of at a record number for as far as timeline. We've got an awesome amount of early entries, and Yeah,
what I'm super excited about, there again, we get to do this again to where something you've been to lots of times, I'm going to for the first time. I've wanted to go up to Gunsmoke for years and years and years. It's just that time of year has always been very tough for me. And then last year, my daughter got married.
On that weekend.
I was already planned to go, gosh darn it. But it worked out great because my daughter got married and she, and now they have a baby coming.
Yeah,
everything else.
Be
so
a
that's
grandpa.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a grandpa. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this year to actually get to go. It's not that far away. How long a drive is it from here?
I think roughly 10 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, by the time you get there. So it's a ways away for us, but it is our region. And
so it's a 3-day drive for me. Oh, no.
Yeah.
1-day drive.
Maybe for your advanced age.
Here we go. Yeah. All right. But no, that'll be great. Another shoot we forgot to stick in there is still in August is our Make Black Powder Great Again match. There again, you seem to keep getting coined as one of the match directors. This one also you and Big Iron Bohannon.
Big Iron Bohannon. He's the brainchild of the event. And he's very passionate about this event. And it's a lot of fun. That's, again, more of an older school match, focusing on black powder shooting and the fun of things. He'll have some tricks up his cheek. I think the theme is the revenge of the chicken or something like that. I saw that on the application. Okay. Yes, that's the theme, the revenge of the chicken. I'm not exactly sure what that means.
Oh boy.
But it probably involves rubber chicken of some sort.
Oh boy. So I knew I should have put parameters. This will be held here at Paradise Pass the 27th and 28th of August. So it's a weekend event. Come in for camping, obviously. It's
all black powder match.
All black powder match. And for those that maybe remember and haven't put it together as a correlation, or that are new to shooting, for years we held the Indiana Black Powder Guild here. We held the Indiana Black Powder Guild matches. Michigan, Indiana Black Powder Guild. We were teamed up even way back then, and we had some major icons involved with that. Manatee was involved with that. Prairie Dog was involved with that. Cowboy Rick, Whiskey Rick. So we had some very iconic gentlemen in the game. I use gentlemen pretty lightly, but some very iconic figures in the game involved in the Black Powder Guild, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Some of the Fireball was a big part of that too. And then it transitioned over into, as some of them started retiring out of match directing it, then it transitioned over into the International Black Powder Guild, and we held those matches up until recently, and then that's now in Florida there at the Dark Day of Santa Fe, which great. I hear they're doing a fantastic job with it down there. And then that's when we revived it here, not as a sanctioned championship, but as a SAS Black Powder match. And that's where we came up, or Bohannon came up with the Make Black Powder Great Again match. And that's been a lot of fun and done really well. So this one will be a lot of fun too. It's the one time a year I shoot black powder in a double barrel because I won't run black through my 97. And so that's always a lot of fun.
You don't even have to load the black powder ammo for that either. That's another instance.
See how blessed I am and lucky I am. That's really, really awesome.
Or clean your gun.
This is fantastic. I urge everybody to go out and find a deal like this. This is great. So this is great. Okay, so after Gunsmoke, then what are we doing?
Then we're going to the Nationals. National Championship.
Land Run. Oklahoma. I'm excited. There again, never been there.
Oklahoma City Gun Club.
That's
Flat Top Okie, Missouri May, and Royce Creek Dan and their crew out there.
That's going to be great.
It's going to be a wonderful event.
And that one's sold out, to my understanding.
Absolutely.
So just like EOT, sold out already. There again, Gunsmoke is not sold out yet.
Nope, we're not sold. We are not sold out.
Indiana State is not sold out yet. Iowa is not sold out yet. Ohio, I don't believe, sold out yet, nor Pennsylvania. So all the sheets we're mentioning here, folks, get signed up for, except for EOT and Nationals. If you aren't signed up for EOT or Nationals, folks, if you live fairly close, go see the vendors.
Absolutely.
Those two shoots in particular are going to have a tremendous amount of vendors, and we need to support the vendor the vendors that are still traveling to shoots, because it is a tough gig. And with the price of gas and everything else, let's support these vendors. Let's help them. And it gives you a chance to touch and feel the things that, buying on the internet's all convenient and everything. But then how many times do you get something and go, it's kind of not the color I wanted, or it doesn't fit the way I want, or, whatever the case may be, where you can go and actually touch and feel the item. So come out to the shoots, even if you can't get registered because it's already full. Come out to the shoots. Gunsmoke, I think, has quite a few vendors.
Yep.
They have a beautiful gun shop there. Come up and see all that. If you're, within driving distance, come on up and
we also have a beautiful gun shop here at Paradise Pass.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate the plug on that. Yep. So, just under 800 guns right now. So we're really, really blessed with the inventory that we have in. So very excited. And like a lot of you seen on one of our previous videos, we just got our hands on one of the Marlin Rifles.
Yes.
It's already sold, gone. But we got to do a full review. So look back through our YouTube videos if you want to see some information on the new Marlin Rifles. And
on the Cowboy side of things, guys, with the Marlin Rifles, real quick, very encouraging.
Yes.
If what we saw and handled is indicative to what their 94 series is going to be, Cowboy shooters will have another great choice for main match rifles.
Absolutely.
Very excited about that, to see what they do with that lineup.
I'm sure Ruger's probably listening right now.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
Kudos to you guys for producing such a great line of firearms again, and reviving the brand and bringing it back to market. And there again, feel free to ship us all the Vaqueros that you can produce. We'll be glad to take them in here and then distribute them out to the United States.
We will take all those pesky Vaqueros.
Yes, please get producing them again. We need them.
Yes.
So, but all right, anything else for today? We've ran just about perfect on time. We need to do a White Claw presentation.
I didn't even think about it. So.
Yeah, who we gonna?
That's tough.
Yeah,
we're starting to run out of people.
Oh no, we're not running out of people.
But we've got to be careful.
Yeah,
some people don't have a sense of humor.
Let's go completely sideways here and see who in our loyal family of Paradise Pass crew is listening. Let's just for fun, let's say Rael Gunn. Let's do Rael Gunn. Just for fun here. Ray, I love you, darling. There you go. Don't make short term have to package everything up. This is for you. Let's do Rael Gunn today. She's one of our favorite shooters, one of our trusted committee members. She's married to Short Term Emery, who is one of our best friends and is instrumental around here. He'll actually be running the match for us while we're out in at the EOT at the World Championship. Short Term will be running the club here because we'll have a monthly event here. So if the weather's even halfway decent, folks, come on out. He's right in the stages, setting the steel. Big Iron Bohannon and Flush Draw and all those guys will be helping him. Knucklebuster and all of those will be pitching in to help, I'm sure. But let's put Rael Gunn here on the spot a little bit. She's not going to be happy with me for doing that.
No,
but
not.
just
I'm glad you picked it.
Everybody gets a turn in the barrel here. That's we share equally out. So we haven't done a female since Midwest Hail. So Rael Gunn, get a hold of Rael Gunn. You can reach her on Facebook. She's very active on Facebook. So look her up there. And contact her. She'll get you your choice of ranch water or White Claw. And get that mailed out to you. So, all right. I think we're rounding up. We're within 10 seconds of our target time.
Awesome.
Is that pretty impressive
That's pretty cool.
A lot of content. And
we did.
10 seconds. So that's pretty awesome. Folks, we sure appreciate you watching. Watch for us next week. We look forward to bringing you more information. And as we always tell you, keep your powder dry. Thanks.